are lacking leaders that have authenticity. And whether it comes from a cultural perspective, whether it comes from what society tells us that we need to be, whether it comes from what our parents tell us that that we need to be. And I think that the way that we need to kind of focus our energies now is to really look within, and that's where emotional mastery comes in, and really honoring what emotions and how that plays a part in some of the actions that we take in our own lives, and how we can shape our own lives as a result, how we can shape our decision making and really architect the lives that we want to lead as a result. So when we talk about emotional grit, grit typically has such a tenacious feeling. It's like sandpaper. And when you think of grit, you think of military, you think rough. And when you put in front of it, you know, your emotions and being able to master your emotions, a lot of times men think of that predominantly as something that's very feminine, or, you know, men don't honor their emotions. And so when you put these two words together, it's really bringing out this brand new thought process of being able to solve problems within your own lives and within the lives that we lead at home or in the workplace or within our own relationships. And so this acronym of GRIT that we've been developing for some time is really a new wave of thinking, and it's this new paradigm that we're seeing that's happening on a global perspective, is how when we master our emotions, what we can actually do to our society as a whole, but more importantly in our own specific worlds, and how we could actually have an impact on our own world as a result. And what that is taking you through a journey. And so GRIT, the acronym, is really to grow. And when we grow, we reveal a different aspect of ourselves that we weren't really open to initially. And so we're revealing a new layer of ourselves, kind of, you know, turning a new leaf, if you will. And when we're revealing a new layer of ourselves, we're innovating and we're seeing things from a different perspective. So whether you're having more empathy for somebody else's culture, for somebody else's religion, for somebody else's thought process, you know, there are ways to accept them and then actually move on. And then you have a place of transformation that occurs as a result. And that's been part of this whole journey and this whole discovery process of what emotional grit is. And it's this new wave of harnessing your emotional intelligence, but using the grit method to cultivate transformation.